Hello, everyone. This is the live stream for Advent of Code 2021. In this video, I will be live solving the first two puzzles of Advent of Code of this year. If you don't know, Advent of Code is a series of 25 days of programming puzzles to count down the days to Christmas in December. This is created by a person named Eric Wastel. And they have dedicated a lot of their time, along with some other people, to create these puzzles for everyone to enjoy. So I also did this challenge last year. The playlist will appear, hopefully, somewhere over there. And yeah, hopefully it'll be the same this year. This has brought me a lot of joy. So I hope this year's going to be great. I'm sure it will. I always love the stories and everything. When the actual puzzle starts, I'll explain some more stuff, but yeah, that's pretty much it for now. Let me just check on this thing. Okay. No, it's not updating. Well, that's awkward. I might just have to move it back. Maybe I'll just full screen this while I talk. So, well, actually, that looks kind of weird. Yeah, this I guess this live stream's kind of botched. But maybe I'll just remove this. That can be gone. And we're just left with this. Very nice countdown here. Yeah, 3 minutes. So I guess, this is a stream anyway. It's not meant to be super formal. So I'll open up the chat. Actually, maybe what I'll do, if I open this in the background, will it still run? No. What if I do this? Well, that works. What about now? No. Okay, that's not working. I probably should have figured this out beforehand. I'll just leave it here for now, I guess. Yeah. If you have any questions or anything, leave them in the chat. I will check occasionally. Yeah, I guess there's just some awkward waiting time now until we begin. Maybe I should actually look up what happened last year. So, let's see. Let's look up some of my stuff. Oh, duplicate stream key. Oh. Yeah, okay, that's, yeah. Wait. Hopefully y'all can still see me. If not, then I will learn about it sooner or later. Okay, here's my channel. I have some... Okay, good, there's nothing sus here. They also started putting ads on my videos, which I'm not earning any money from. It's just something YouTube does where they put ads on videos they think might make them money, and then they don't give it to the creator if the channel isn't monetized. Yeah, so here are all my videos from last year. Here's last year's stream. I guess it's still pretty informal. Oh, I guess we're starting soon. 1 minute left. Okay. The countdown is not going, is it? Oh, the countdown is going. Okay, well, that's nice. I don't know how that works, but that's nice. Oh, hopefully my Wi-Fi is not dying. No, it says it's fine. Okay, well, yeah, last year's stream started out kind of the same way. I really should prepare ahead of time for these. Okay, great. Half a minute. Yeah, go check out my stuff. It's I think it's linked in the description, so make sure to check that. Also, while you're here, make sure to like and subscribe. If you want to dislike, you can also dislike the video, but YouTube remove dislikes. But only dislike if you actually dislike, which I'm sure you don't. Anyways, the puzzle is starting very, very soon. 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right. Wow, that was a really nice animation. Okay, so here's day 1. Advent of Code, since it's counting down to the days to Christmas, it's usually Christmas themed. So I'll read out all of this. There is, by the way, a leaderboard. Oh, I should log in first. Yeah. Yeah. I will. Hang on. Resolved it. Okay, there we go. Um. Wait. Yeah. Yeah. Some people have already solved this, which is ridiculous, by the way. It's totally ridiculous. But yeah, no, I'm getting on the leaderboard anymore because people have already solved it somehow. So, let's go. Okay, day 1, sonar sweep. You're minding your own business on a ship at sea when the overboard alarm goes off. You rush to see if you can help. Apparently, one of the elves tripped and accidentally sent the sleigh keys flying into the ocean. Before you know it, you're inside a submarine the elves keep ready for situations like this. It's covered in Christmas lights, because of course it is, and it even has an experimental antenna that should be able to track the keys if you can boost its signal strength high enough. There's a little meter that indicates the antenna's signal strength by displaying 0 to 50 stars. Okay, so every year, each puzzle is worth a star, and every day has 2 puzzles, so there's 50 in total. And the stars are always correlated to something. So last year, for example, the stars represented a currency that you had to get in order to pay for something on your vacation. So it appears that this year it's going to be finding keys in the ocean. I'm sure there's going to be more to this. Like, this story seems a little underwhelming, but maybe I shouldn't judge too early. Okay, so the stars here represent the signal strength of the antenna. Okay, your instincts tell you that in order to save Christmas, you'll need to get all 50 stars by December 25th. Collect stars by solving puzzles. 2 puzzles will be made available each day on the Advent calendar. The second puzzle is unlocked when you complete the first. Each puzzle grants 1 star. Good luck. As the submarine drops below the surface of the ocean, it automatically performs a sonar sweep of the nearby seafloor. On a small screen, the sonar sweep report, your puzzle input, appears. Each line is a measurement of the seafloor depth as the sweep looks further and further away from the submarine. Okay. For example, suppose you had the following reports. Example input here. This report indicates that, scanning outward from the submarine, the sonar sweep found depths of 199, 200, 208, 210, and so on. Okay. The first order of business is to figure out how quickly the depth increases, just so you know what you're dealing with. You never know if the keys will get carried into deeper water by an ocean current or a fish or something. To do this, count the number of times a depth measurement increases from the previous measurement. There is no measurement before the first measurement. In the example below, the changes are as follows. In this example, there are 7 measurements that are larger than the previous measurement. How many measurements are larger than the previous measurement? Okay, so this seems pretty simple. The first part of each puzzle is always... hang on, let me adjust my levels a little bit. Yeah, the first part of a puzzle is always easier than the second part. Oh. I'm sorry, I forgot to hide the countdown. That's a bit embarrassing. Okay. So yeah, we're just probably shouldn't notice that. We have an input here, and we're counting the number of days until it's... Okay, you know what? Maybe I should just not care about that. Okay, whatever. Here's the input. Yeah, that's a lot of numbers. Something like probably like 10,000 or something. Okay, so here's the input. We're asked to find the number of times this number increases from the previous one. So this should be pretty simple. Maybe I should do this in C++. I'll do it in Python because I'm lazy. So let's read the input. By the way, this Advent of Code is a great way to get more familiar with programming. These puzzles aren't all that hard. Sometimes they're harder, but usually the first few days, and most days actually, are pretty appropriate for beginners. So let's just read all the numbers, I guess. I guess data equals student.read. Actually, here I'm just doing some parsing the input stuff, taking off the last new line, splitting it by new line, parsing each thing. Okay, there we go. And let's just test to see if that works. By the way, this isn't like LeetCode or anything. It runs. Okay, well, that was a lot. I meant to do up to 10. Hope that works. It's not like LeetCode where you run your submission online. You actually do the thing on your own computer given an input. And by the way, everyone's input is different, so it's really hard to cheat on this. Unless you get someone else's code, but that ruins the fun. So, I mean, why would you even do that? So, okay, now we've got our data. So let's just say n equals n data. So number of inputs. I'll remove this, by the way. There we go. If data I plus 1 greater than, actually, greater than data I minus 1, let's do a count. So like number of increasing depths, I guess. Count plus equals 1, and at the end we just print count, so, you know, hopefully that should work. 1832. All right. Don't try this. You're going to have a different input. Okay, great. Let's go. First star has been gotten. Okay. Great. Second half of the puzzle. Considering every single measurement isn't as useful as you expected. Actually, maybe let me check the chat and do some audience interaction right now. And I should also close off this. All right. Questions. Are you going to be live streaming every day? No. No, I'm only live streaming today. For subsequent days, I'll be pre-recording the videos and then offering actual explanations, like formal ones, unlike this one. So okay, great. How do I set up my computer for Advent of Code? Really, it's just like anything else. I have the web browser open here. I have VS Code, which is my preferred IDE out here. It's the only IDE, by the way. I don't know why you would use anything else. And I run it like I run anything else. I might do a video later on how I actually set up my environment. So, for example, I have the folder here. I have a day with the files in here. I have an input file, which I just copy and paste the input data into. Stuff like that. So, yeah. Okay. Yes, VS Code. Okay, let's continue on the second half. Considering every single measurement isn't as useful as you expected. There's just too much noise in the data. Okay. Instead, consider sums of a 3-measurement sliding window. Okay, again, consider the above example. Start by comparing the first and second 3-measurement windows. The measurement in the first window, okay, are marked A. So like the first 3, then the next 3, and so on. Your goal now is to count the number of times the sum of measurements in the sliding window increases. Okay, cool. So I guess we're just trying to find moving 3-measurement averages, which I think is doable. So, oh, should I separate these into part 1 and part 2? Maybe I should. I'll make this day 1. By the way, all of this code will be uploaded to a GitHub repository like last year. So, you know, if you want to see this code, don't worry, you don't have to like copy it or anything. Okay, so let's copy the data. Compute moving averages, I guess. So, you know, there is one way we could do this, which is smart, and there's a way we could do this, which is dumb. And I'll do the smart way, you know, unexpected, you know, just to be a little bit more educational with my content, perhaps. So let's do initial sum. Moving sum. Actually, it's the moving sum, is it not? Yeah, it's not the averages. If it were averages, it would be the same thing anyway. So let me just copy this, by the way. Yeah, okay. Okay. Also, I probably shouldn't be using extra memory, so let me just get rid of that. Moving sum equals 1 to, well, 0 to 3. That's the first three elements. And then as we move along, I should really have a drawing tablet here and like explain stuff. But as we're moving along, so we're going to start with the first element and going up to n minus 3, I think. It's probably an off by 1 error here somewhere. 2 minus 3. Yeah, I think that's right. We're going to take off the starting value. So remove that from the moving sum and then add on the next value. So moving sum minus equals data I. So that's taken off the last value. And then we went and add on the new value. So I plus 3, I believe. 0, 1, 2, 3, yes. But before we do that, we also want to do the previous moving sum. So let's just set that to -1 for now, because actually let's set that to like a really big number. And then we want to check if the previous one, if the current one is larger than the previous one. So then count plus equals 1. And then we update moving sum. And then we update the previous sum. At the end, we just print the count, and hopefully this is correct. Actually, we should do another check at the end for the final one. Okay, 0. Okay, let's do a smaller test case. I have no idea why this is wrong. Okay, no, I don't want to do 2. I want to do 2. 0. That's interesting. Oh, there's 2,000 numbers. That's not a lot. Why don't we print out some stuff? Huh, okay, so the previous always seems to be equal to the current. Huh. Maybe I should update it after. Yeah, that seems more reasonable. That seems a lot more reasonable. Okay, 1858. What did I get for the first one? 1832. 1858. That's a bit more. Does that seem reasonable? Let's go. All right, so I solved both puzzles. Okay, both parts of this puzzle are complete. They provide 2 gold stars. Let's go. Okay, and yeah, it's always like this. You complete the puzzle, you feel great about it. Okay, additionally, after every time you complete a puzzle, this map sort of fills in more. So if we look at last year's 2020, you can see as I completed this stuff, this map filled in. And this is a map of a vacation journey, by the way. So yeah, last year was very fun. Yeah, that was great. There was something else I wanted to do, which I forgot about. What was it? I don't know. Let's go back into the stream. Let's go 7 concurrent viewers. Okay, let's check the chat. Eclipse. How does one do this in Eclipse? That is a very good question. Well, first of all, I don't recommend using Eclipse. If you wanted to do it in Eclipse, well, I'm sure there's tutorials on it online, but I would just not recommend using Eclipse because it's kind of not that great. Okay. Anything else? Anything else for now? Maybe I should explain a little bit more about how the experience actually went last year. I'm sure I did some reflection in my 25th day, but Advent of Code is very fun. It adds a lot to the holiday spirit for me, especially since we were cooped up last year with the pandemic. I can't believe we have 2 Decembers with the pandemic going on. That's kind of crazy. But yeah. So this is very fun. I highly recommend you check it out if it's in the. Oh, I remember what I wanted to do. Anyway, this site is in the description, so hopefully you can check it out. The puzzles are very fun. I've repeated that many times. Oh, yeah. Go on Desmos and actually graph this. So let's print. Actually, let's just copy the data. I don't know how much Desmos can handle, but let's just do that. No, it's not letting me paste. Okay. Can I upload stuff? I don't know if I can upload stuff. Well, certainly I'm copying this now. Okay. Here we go. Desmos is lagging quite a bit. But that's because it has to deal with 2,000 elements. Okay. Great. So what can I do, like AI? Is that a thing? No. Don't know why I can't paste this in. Okay, what if I just go to Excel? Hopefully there's nothing sus in here. I might just pause the stream a little bit. Okay, here we go. We're back to Excel. I'm sorry for the light mode. It's definitely not optimal. Let's go. Wait, does this copy all ones? Okay. Let's not do that. 3. Okay, hopefully it will recognize this pattern. Okay, so yeah, I'm just plotting the values on a graph because graphs are fun. So just highlight these, insert a what? Is it in here now? Man, I haven't used Excel in too long. Oh, here we go. Insert a line. Actually, I want a scatter plot. Actually, no, line plot is fine. Location. What the heck are spark lines? I mean, is it just not A to B? Oh. Spark lines. I mean, just A, I guess? I mean, A1? What does it want me to do? Okay, there we go. Oh, okay, that's interesting. So, as we... Okay, so this line is mostly just like increasing, which is pretty neat, I guess. And if we compute the averages, I'm assuming it would be very similar. Oh, I guess we don't even need this x-axis. Huh. Okay, that's neat. And it increases much of the time. I guess it has to. So, okay, that's great. Desmos was not cooperating. Also, why don't I add a bit of a margin here? I mean padding. Okay, there we go. That's much more comfortable on the eyes. Maybe just padding X. No, padding left. Yes, padding left. Okay. This extension, by the way, allows me to insert custom CSS for pages, which is quite nice. Okay, now I can't do the close button. There we go. Okay. So I think that looks a lot better. Um, okay, great. So let's go to past years. Okay, yeah. Okay. Actually, is there anything else I should explain? There's probably some stuff I should explain. Um, the puzzles. Hopefully, I didn't go through them too quickly. I don't know. Does anyone like anyone confused? This is a pretty simple puzzle. So, okay. Responding to more chats. You said yourself it was better for Java. I don't. I I well I actually do prefer VS Code for Java still. I guess it's mostly just the interface. And thank you, Ava. Very, very top-notch CSS skills right there. Um, yeah. Okay. So, undoubtedly, this puzzle is already on the subreddit. So, gosh, I don't want to reveal anything. So, let's go to the subreddit. Okay. Oh. Hey, okay, so I'm just gonna ignore the puzzle for now. I'm done with it. So I guess if you're here to see me solve the puzzle, we're done. Thanks for watching. But I'm gonna do a bit more, just talking about meta stuff. So yeah, there's a subreddit for Advent of Code, which is like a community, and basically every year they do a sort of contest where you can submit stuff. Yeah, like where you can submit stuff that's related to Advent of Code. So this year, last year there was a theme which is like getting crafty with it, and this year it's Adventure Time, which I seems interesting. I'm not actually sure what you're supposed to submit, but it's fun. I've never actually done this before. Actually, maybe I have with the playlist, but I don't think I won anything. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Anything else? I guess there's not much. There's not a lot here. But there's some day one solutions. Okay, cool. Oh, hey, someone made a video. I wonder who this is. Okay, well, that's pretty nice. I guess I shouldn't be showing too much for fear of copyright strikes. But yeah, I don't know what these. Oh, are these like character counts? I guess they are. Well, I'm not particularly invested in character counts, but yeah. What else is there to do? I guess there's not much. I guess I could upload this to GitHub now. I'll do that later though, because I don't want you seeing my GitHub dashboard stuff. But yeah, that's it. I guess I shouldn't be drawing this out so long. I should have planned this out better, but is it time for some closing remarks? I think it might be. Okay, yeah, don't want to draw this out too long, obviously. Great. So thanks for tuning in to this first day stream of Advent of Code 2021. In this video, I solved the puzzles from day one. It was very fun. Getting back into it, it's brings back lots of nostalgia for me. And all of this code, all this Python code, I will upload to GitHub, and the link to the code will be down in the description. So if you want to check it out, it's down there. And for in the future, I'll be doing all of these puzzles, obviously, even if they're hard. Case in point, day 20 from last year was really painful. So yeah, and like for subsequent days, I'll be recording in the mornings, very early in the mornings, like last year, and I'll be pre-recording those, not streaming those. I might be streaming those for like last year I streamed day 10 for some reason. I don't know why I did it, but I did. I'll go back, but I'll be re- I'll be pre-recording me doing the videos and then offering an actually good explanation, unlike today. And yeah, it'll be like last year, very similar. Maybe I'll change some stuff up, but mostly like last year. And if you want to check out last year's playlist, that's in the description too. So I think that's it for this stream. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's see if there's anything anyone has to say. Absolutely nothing. Okay. Well, actually, how do you set up Advent for VS Code? I'll do a video on that later. Or maybe I could do it now. I won't do it now, though, because it's getting kind of late. So, yeah. Anything else? No? Okay. Well, thank you very much for watching. Hope you have a good night. Highly suggest you check out these puzzles, as well as my playlist from last year. So far, I'm loving the story. Seems like we'll go on quite an adventure, reevaluating what I said earlier about it being underwhelming. So, yeah, it's going to be quite an exciting month. Always excited for Christmas and all the general vibe. So, yeah, okay, I'm not going to draw this out any longer. Thank you very much for watching, and leave some comments, like the video, and subscribe. So, see you tomorrow with Advent of Code Day 2.